I am sick and tired of questions. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And today we're going to talk about how to ask the right questions. Because, a lot of times when we're looking for answers, we want a simple yes or no. Validate me or unvalidate me or devalidate me, whatever. But you want the right answer. You want someone to tell you, give me the answer to my life. Give me the answer to, what it is that I need to do. And oftentimes, when you're asking the questions that you're looking for, really what you're asking for is someone else to control you. Like, what am I talking about here? Is saying, hey, I'm seeing this guy. Like, is this a love match? It's like, well, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm not in your life. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you are things to think about, things for you to personally develop, because the answers about what you need to do, where you need to go, who you need to see, what you need to experience can only be answered by you. No one else can answer those things. So when you're asking questions about personal development, a yes or no answer isn't what you're really looking for. Because if somebody were to tell you, no, this guy's wrong for you, are you really going to listen? If this person says, hey, this person is right for you, but then you live 5 years in a fucking miserable relationship because this one person told you, yeah, this person is your soulmate, like, you're gonna blame that person. So seeking out yes or no answers are really just seeking out validation. So how can we ask better questions about ourselves? The best questions are introspective. The best questions are, how is it that we can learn from this? How can we grow from this? What is this situation saying about me? And that's really hard to do, especially in like the thick of it, because you're like, I just need a fucking answer right now. Now, how do I do this? Prayer, meditation, journaling, y'all. Those are the three major ways in which I get answers. But I do them in a certain way, okay? So, with journaling, how is it that I ask myself introspective questions? I write down the situation, I get it all out, every single thing that I feel about it, every single thing that's in my brain, everything that like is in my heart, like I just get it all out. I write it without feeling like it has to be right. I write about exactly what the thoughts are in my head. Because when I do that, oftentimes I'll discover the flaw in my logic. I'll discover, wait, I don't really believe that. I don't really think like that. I don't really think that this is who I want to be ultimately. So I start to rearrange my brain in that sense. Okay. So that's one way. The other way is by meditating. And meditating, what I usually do is I'll do the same thing in writing, but in my head. I'll just let my brain run free. Say everything wild, say everything crazy, say all the thoughts in my head. But then I start to ask the question, okay, is this the feeling that I want to generate? Is this the feeling that I want to experience here? And most of the time, the answer is no, because usually, if I'm seeking answers, it's coming from a place of discomfort, pain, anger, frustration, throw in all the synonyms there, right? And ultimately, I'll say, okay, well, if I want to feel another way, what can I do to get there? If I want to feel better about this person, okay, let me start to meditate on what a good person they are. If I want to start thinking about a different way about a situation, let me see what I can be grateful for about that situation. And so usually my meditations will be around gratitude. Yes, gratitude is the name of the game when you are doing meditations, especially when you're asking questions, right? Now, how do I pray? Now, this isn't like a, hey, God, fix this situation for me. It's like a, hey, God, I'm going through a situation that I do not care to experience. I'm looking for how can I be grateful? I'm looking for ways to be stronger. I'm looking for ways to be smarter. Thank you for everything that you have given to me. Please give me more. And it might sound selfish, but ultimately, the universe wants to provide you with all the answers, and you're going to be able to find them. Now, both prayer and meditation oftentimes won't give you an answer right away. So I'll usually pair them up with the writing, because writing, I tend to generate answers more readily, more steadily. And really, just any combination of these things that you can have access to when you are looking for answers is going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself. Now, what about the questions, Andy? That's right. Okay, so once you have shifted your place where you're coming from, once you have shifted your mindset, once you have shifted I'm feeling better, I'm not in a tizzy, I'm feeling more grateful, I'm starting to see the upside of things, then you can start to ask the introspective questions. Okay, what the fuck just happened there? What is it that I'm trying to do in my life? How does this align? How doesn't it align? What are the steps for me to get to the place that I need to be? What do I need to change within me to become more accepting of the situation? Or what steps can I take next that I have the power to actually do? See how this is different than asking for a yes or no answer? See how this is better than, just waiting for validation? Because it's going to get you to a place to not only solve the problem today, but to also solve the problem forever. And maybe the challenge comes up again, but you'll be like, "Oh, you know what? Last time I had this situation, I recall that I did this and these are the answers I got. Let me try to apply that same formula to be able to work on this situation right now." So, again, you guys, prayer, meditation, and journaling is where it's at, because you want the answers to the universe, but another person is not going to give them to you. You're not going to get it from a podcast. You're not going to get it from a priest. You're not going to get it from a guru. You're not going to get it from a YouTube. You're not going to get it from an Instagram. You're not going to get it from a book. Everybody says the same thing. The questions that you have, the answers are within you. You just have to start asking the right questions. Because ultimately, you can fix your finances once you figure out why you spend the way that you spend. You can fix your relationship once you start figuring out what is it that you're looking for that is attracting the wrong people. You can start to figure out how to get that career once you actually align yourself with your mission in life. But if you're asking yes or no questions, you're not going deep enough. You're not exploring further enough into your soul, into your spirit, and trying to figure out the real universal answer. And we have those. Everybody has those. Everybody has access to those. And like everybody thinks, oh, that's so woo woo and everything, but no. Haven't you ever had a gut feeling where you just knew something was right? Where, yeah, you just knew that that was your path. You just knew that was going to be, you had no doubt in your mind that you were going to accomplish something. That's because you have the intuition in you. Now, sometimes we get clouded by things that our family has taught us, things that society has taught us, or even experiences that we've had in the past, that they create these beliefs in us that they kind of muddy the waters in terms of trying to tap into our intuition. This morning, I had a big aha moment, if you will. And, I've been feeling kind of down about a relationship in my life that is based on, trying to help this person to overcome their own like issues, right? Trying to be coming from a loving, caring place. But what I realized was that for me, I was having these societal expectations that because who this person is in my life, I 100% had to take care of them. Yeah, like that is a burden. Like imagine having to take care of a whole ass adult who is responsible for themselves. Like that, like it's okay to be supportive and caring and yeah, but to actually like try to live another human being's life, like I need to live my own life. Like my shit's all over the fucking place. Like how am I supposed to take care of their all over the place if I got to take care of my all over the place? You know what I mean? And it's doing them an injustice. It's doing myself an injustice. It's doing my family an injustice because it is detracting from my number one goal. So And that's because I started asking the right questions. What is this unlocking in me that I fear? So, what do you think, guys? Let me know, okay? Love you guys. Bye.